Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway. Why do I need to be good all the time? Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama here. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama here. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama, yeah, yeah.
Happy Tuesday, everyone. Thank you so glad for tuning in to Cleaning Life with Kia. I am so grateful that you are here, that you've taken out the time to be with me live, or if you're catching the replay later. I appreciate that just as much. Thank you so much. I am Kia Smith. This is Cleaning Life with Kia. I own a small cleaning business and home management company here in the Tulsa, Oklahoma area. I do cleaning, decluttering, basically anything household management. And I'm just using my business as a platform here to just, you know, do what I do. Spread tips and awareness from a different place. Everyone may not want people in their home. They may not have the resources to afford services, to have someone to come in and do all those things that they don't want to do. They may not have the resources for that. So I just try to provide a space here where you can just kind of get some of the things that you need to carry out these daily tasks that we have. At Help Now, our mission is to help our clients manage their home and organize parts of their lives that mean the most by bringing families and communities together through complete household management. We have a passion to help heal and nourish our clients through life when they need help now or later. So, again, thank you all so much for being here. So, this is pretty much like it all ties in together, but it's kind of like chit chat time. So I just felt like it was time for me to introduce or reintroduce myself again. It hasn't quite been a year, but almost. I should be up on that mark here pretty soon where I've started this podcast. And so I have so many more viewers than I did when I first started. And I am so thankful and so grateful for those that speak out and make yourselves known for the support, and even the ones that don't. I appreciate it all. So I just wanted to kind of slow down for a minute and just kind of, let everyone kind of get to know me a little bit more. I know some people, they've been here from the beginning, and I appreciate that so much. And my faithful watchers, but then I know that it has grown. So I'm sure that everybody kind of picked up what I do and why I'm here and all of that. But I just wanted to enlighten the new viewers about who I am, and what I do and all of that. So I'm a single mom of four boys. And I still currently, even though I have the business and I love it so much, I still currently work a, day job during the day, Monday through Friday. And of course, I have the business and I do the business around, you know, the other things that I have to do. And I really have a whole bunch of other stuff going on, just like everybody else, all in between. Even the work is still more things that have to be done. But I love this business and I love this podcast because I get a chance to help people who are like me, who just need help and just going through this journey and going through life. And you can't get away from the cleaning, you can't get away from the responsibilities. So I wanted to help people that were like me, who may or may not even have the same like situation per se, but nonetheless, you have a situation. It's some situation, and you have to balance out your responsibilities regardless of what it is that you have going on in life. And so no one is exempt. No one is exempt from that. Um, it's very hard and it's difficult. You have to go to work, and that requires your time. It requires your energy, but outside, it's not even outside of that, because your home is your center, it's your core. So it all begins and ends. You wake up, you're in your home, and when you go to bed at night, you're in your home. So you go out and you um super mom, super dad, or super wife, super husband, or just super single, just super, doing you. But it's still so much that you have to do once you leave your home every day. It's a lot that goes on from the time you leave your house to the time you get back. So when you get back to your home, you just have everything still waiting on you, and it requires a lot, managing the cleaning and all of the responsibilities. So I'm just saying all that to just say I have so much going on, and I know this is cliche, but if I can do it, you can for sure. You can for sure do it. Now, I know that there are variations and there's differences. Obviously, for me, um I love helping people through cleaning and household management. Whereas most people, they don't want to. Some people, they don't like helping, and they don't like cleaning either. Like, they just don't. It doesn't mean that they desire a dirty environment, a dirty home. um, but if you don't clean, that's what you're gonna get. But they may not desire it, but they just may not be into all that cleaning. I've run into people, they just weren't taught. Their parents they would just do it anyway, just to get it done. And so they're now adults, but they never learn how to truly and effectively clean. So now it's haunting them later on in life. And even for me, it's not like I see dirt. Let me go clean it. I'm not like excited like that. I think the joy comes from, I get a chance to help people, but also I do love those transformations. I love to see something looking one way and then transform it into something that looks the same but completely different altogether. Some homes, they just need a little TLC, and then some homes, they need a lot more than that. But regardless, like, I can just kind of step into that space and I see the potential. I see what it would look like if someone would just come in and clean it real good and love on it real good. But I do care for it, cleaning and helping people. So that does help me. And like I said, I know everyone doesn't, they don't like that all the way. They don't like that all the time. But for me, this business, like, it allows me to personally go and help a client hands on, give advice and tips, obviously while I'm there. But then I also love the podcast as well. Like, they go hand in hand, because the podcast allows me to help people in a different way. So I'm so grateful and I'm so excited for all that, because for me, like I said, I'm always like, I'm random and stuff, but it always has to make sense. So I love the business, I love the platform, I love all of it. And just like I said, I'm always random. I always have random thoughts, and in no order, but it's just kind of how it comes in my mind. But it always, fits, and it always sticks to the topic and the subject. So just rambling, just a few things that came to my mind on, like, what are some things that I could speak on that would kind of get, people a little bit more familiar and acclimated with me. So I decided to start with random questions that I get asked a lot. So I picked like the top 3 questions that I always get asked, mostly by my clients and just people that kind of just know what I do, and they're so intrigued. So they always have these questions, and these are always like the top 3. So the first one is your house clean all the time? No. No, it's not. I'm human. Like, it's in order. I'll say that it's in order, but like, just clean all the time. Like, no. Like right now, I always every time I come on here, I'm talking about those kids in their rooms. Like, if I go in their rooms right now, it's not clean. I promise it's not clean. Like, I'm human. So when I say, I clean houses and People assume like that's crazy. Like it's lived in. Now it's not dirty. It's not like filthy, trashy. It's none of that. But um, yeah, you may go in there and be like, oh, they need to sweep the floor. You may see where you may need to sweep the floor, or um, they need to get caught up on some laundry, or um, stuff like that. And even like with my kids, like they know how to clean. They all know what to do and how to do it. Now, do they like doing it? It's a completely different story. And the answer is no, they don't. And then I also just try to let them be kids too. Like no one wants to live in a house, especially when you have children for sure, where it's just like you can't touch nothing, you can't move, everything has a place, and you can't move. It's not comfortable. You know, they want to feel relaxed, and I want to feel relaxed too. So, I mean, now everything does have a place. Now, you pick up something, it'll have a place for it to go where it's supposed to go. Um, but when I say clean, I mean like I have to do to my house what I have to do to everybody else's house. I have to go through there and dust and have to do laundry. Now I'm really big on keeping up with the laundry because it can get overwhelming if you don't, handle your business. And I don't care to ever go down that route. So everyone has their laundry days and stuff like that. But no, all the time, no. Most of the time, yes, it is. And I do have order, and we do have a routine that we kind of follow by so that it can always kind of stay maintained. So it's always like decent. I will say that, and have it smelling nice and all of that. But yeah, I definitely have to come through from time to time and give it a good, especially like a decluttering. It's like I don't know where stuff it just grows. So you have to go. I have to go through there. No, it's not clean out. I'm human. Like some days I'll come in and you just can put your stuff where it belongs, put it down, and you just have to keep it moving. Sometimes you may not have time. Sometimes life it doesn't dictate a schedule where you can just all the time have things a certain way all the time. So no, it's not. My house is not clean all the time, but it's not like dirty. You'll never be able to come and be like, "Oh, your house is dirty." It's not that. And I guess it just kind of depends on what you define as like clean. You know. Um, Second question I get asked a lot is, um, do you really Yes. Yes, I do. They ask, do you really like doing this as they're standing amidst all their um ill purchases and bad decisions as far as the house is concerned, like it'd be a mess. And as I'm having to clean up their bathrooms and clean up behind them, like they asked me that, like, do you really like doing this thing? And the answer is I do. Like it's not a big deal. Like everybody has their thing. And people may not get that. They may not understand that. It may not resonate with them. Like some people, most people, they have no interest in going in other people's bathrooms and cleaning up pee and urine. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't sound really like a dream job, but I don't look at it like that. And for me, again, like I said, I have 4 boys. So that's all I've been doing literally like all my life is cleaning. Honestly, when I say all my life, I honestly mean all my life. My mom was a single mom. She worked, she was a nurse. She worked all the time. I'm the only girl and I am the oldest. So responsibility, entered my life extremely early. So I had to do those things. So that's why I can do it without even thinking. And it's like effortless. And I don't think about it. It's almost like I'm programmed. That's what makes me really good at what I do. I've been doing it for so long. Um, so I don't look at it like, ugh, I just go in there and handle business, clean this kitchen up, clean this bathroom up, this living room, I'm looking for dirt. I'm trying to look at things that the clients aren't even paying attention to, but they'll notice that it was cleaned after it's all done. They won't even remember how dirty it was because, and it's satisfaction for me with that. Like, I don't know, everybody has their thing. So I love it. I love it. And the only thing that I love more than actually like just the cleaning part is like decluttering. I love decluttering because typically, like, have to go declutter. It's a mess. People have gotten it and it look crazy and they have no idea how amazing it's going to look on the front end. They're almost apprehensive about my skills. And so I love those because once I come in and do an assessment, I've already figured out how it's going to look and what I'm going to do and how I'm going to do it. And they just don't know what's coming. And then every single time it just blows them away. And then I just sit there with all this satisfaction with my hands out saying, pay me. Yeah. So I love it. My intentions are good. And it's just part of my purpose. Everybody has a purpose, everybody has their thing. And I know that a lot of people haven't figured theirs out yet. And I pray that you do. And sometimes it just takes time. It took me a while, but when it clicks and it hits and you just know. So, I don't care what nobody think. I do good at what I do. I get paid well. People love me. They love my work, my energy, all of that. So, I found my thing, and that is what makes me, make me so good at it. So yes, I really love doing this actually. Um, and then the third question I get all the time is why haven't I gone? So the reason I haven't gone completely full time yet with my business is because, there's always, first of all, that apprehension. I always tell people, first off, cleaning is a luxury service. That's the first thing. It's a luxury service. So you don't have to have someone to come in and clean your home, but you do have to have your rent paid or your mortgage paid when it's due. You don't have to have someone to come in and clean your home or declutter, do household management, but you do have to pay that electric bill and that water bill and that car note that you have. And that's priority. That's going to be people's priority. And I understand that, So if you're getting services and something happens, in your life that affects you on a financial level, and you have to pull back on what it is that you're spending your money on, the first thing that's going to get asked is, if you're smart, probably your cleaning service, because you don't want to be somewhere in a clean house sitting in the dark. So I'll be the first one to go. So that's why I haven't done that. But that's one reason. And then another reason I haven't gone is because it takes a lot. Even what I'm doing now, I know it takes a lot to juggle the job and the business. It takes a lot too. But right now, it's just about, uh, how should I say it? I'm balancing it out really well while transitioning into other things. But I have 4 children. And so this is what I see a lot of times. And I know that everyone is different and handle things differently, but a lot of times this is what I see. People sacrifice their children for their businesses and other endeavors. And I'm not just quite interested in it. Like, I'm not interested in that at all. I'm the type of person, I have to figure out a way to make it all work because I'm not going to neglect my kids. I'm going to always prioritize them. They are they require so much. They require everything. So if I take my attention, I've seen people, they just focus fully on their business, house falling apart, their children not getting attention and getting the things they need, parents not staying on top of what's going on with them at school. The parents out here hustling and they're thinking about later, like, I'm working hard so I can provide for you later. And then, we're going to turn up and live a great life later. Well, we're going to anticipate later, but we don't know what later is. I'm more um, of a type of person that live in the moment while planning for the future as well. But I enjoy every moment with them. And they're all at a different age right now where they're experiencing a lot of changes. They're not quite there yet. So from the time they're born up, up until, and you never stop parenting, it just becomes at some point you don't have to be so hands-on. So right now I'm just still in a space with them where I can't totally like take my hands off like that. And so I don't want to get too distracted, too consumed in anything that's gonna pull me away from what's really important to me. I'm not judging anybody who moves differently, but that's what's important to me, and they need me. So if I have too much on my plate and too much going on, and I can't be there for them, I mean, my kids are like, they're the type of kids like when I come home in the evening, like they want to talk. Like they want to tell me about their day. They want to tell me about their classes, their friends. Like we have all kind of conversations. Like they need my attention and they need like your my true attention. And I feel like all kids need and deserve that. They get my true attention, not like my tired attention. You come in a long day and oh, I'm tired. I don't want to give them that half-ass energy, but then when it's time for me to present myself for help now and cleaning life with Kia, hey, it's cleaning life. This is help now. And I got all that for y'all. And then I don't have anything for my kids. Like I don't move like that. So until I can find a balance where, I can progressively move into more clients and be more on a full-time status, you know, um, it's divine timing. So whenever it's time, and then I got a ton of things up my sleeve and down my shirt and all kind of stuff. So don't let me fool you. It's not like I'm stagnant in any way, but it's just a certain way that you have to do things. And I'm in no rush. People be in such a rush to, "Ah, I'm getting old and I need to do this." And before, it's like time, it exists, but it don't exist. It really don't exist. Like you just have to be in that space. Like I love like being able to just sit here and know that I'm happy. My kids are happy. They're getting what they are needing from me with everything that I have going on. Like I said, even just outside of me working and the business, I have like a ton of other things that go on that, people don't know about, like my children do. So I just have to keep it at a balance. And that's pretty much like the most important reason why I don't just do full time. And then I don't want to overwhelm. I don't want to overwhelm myself either. I want to enjoy what I'm doing. People, they be, oh, this my business, this my brand, this, but they be looking like they've stuck their finger in an electrical socket, like they're just fried. Like I want to genuinely and truly enjoy what I'm doing. Like my energy is good when I go to my clients, like I take that with me always. So, I don't want to just be running around here doing stuff to be doing stuff. And I definitely not gonna be just running around here doing stuff for money. It's money. Like money, you can get money. You can get money, but it's that time, it's that sanity and all those things that matter that people don't be looking at. So, I don't know what's all in store. I got some good stuff in store, but we'll just see. But those are just a few reasons why I haven't completely like just, what I'm saying. Another thing, if you kind of like tuned in here recently in the last few months, you may not have known because I stopped doing it for now. I have a cleaning product, but I haven't been um putting it out there like I would like to, but I'm cool with that too, because again, it's about finding your balance and what works. So what I didn't take into consideration, like I knew it was work having a product, but oh my gosh, like all the time that I spend doing everything else, you have to stay up on top of your supplies. There's more supplies on top of like the cleaning supplies and equipment that I have to get just for the business. Then it's like, like your business supplies and labels, and you have to actually find time to actually mix the stuff, get the stuff and mix the stuff and promote the stuff and ship the stuff. And I was like, oh my God. And like people are still asking us, it's some really good stuff. But it was one of those points, just like I said, just that balance. And it just became a little bit too much. And I was like, you know what? Let me pause. I still know how to make it. I still got my recipe. I had my homegirl. She called me the other day. She texted me the other day. She's like, oh my God, like she stay on it. Like if don't nobody else buy it or get it, she gonna get it for sure. And I just gotta do what I can do, when I can do it. But it's a really good cleaning product, and it's called concoction because I just figured out certain ingredients, cleaning ingredients that go together well, like just over the course of all these years that I've been cleaning, even, when I was younger, I've just figured out like certain things that work good together. And so I put them together and created something that's really, really, really good. And that will be out, but I'm going to do it, in divine time. And so I'm not rushed about it. I have everything I need. Everything is here and stuff wrote down too. So yeah, but I have that too. And I hate I didn't pull out like a bottle or something. But like I said, I've just kind of put that to the side, just for now. Um, Another thing, and this is really just like a tip because I hear people all the time, like that's like one of the top complaints people are always talking about is how they hate cleaning, and they don't want to clean their home, and they don't want to do laundry, anything dealing with housework. People just don't, and they'll be like, I don't feel like it, I'm tired, and all that, and that is totally understandable. um but you have to take care and protect your energy so that you can take care of your home. Like it's really no getting out of that. There's no way of really getting around that. You're going to have to handle that. How no matter how often you do it, once a week, once a month, once a year, you're going to have to, take care, of your home and your responsibilities. And that's really supposed to be every day. But you have to protect your energy and take care of you so that you can do that, because it's not something as simple as, oh, I'm gonna go in here and clean up. Like, no, it takes work. It takes mental energy and it takes physical energy in order to get it done and completed. So, take care of that. Just like you would protect your energy and take care of yourself with anything else. And I hope that's what y'all are doing. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a part of it. Like I have to, my mindset has to be a certain way, even for my own home. And it's really hard for me because it's like, shoot, after I'm done cleaning up, other people's houses all the time, then it's like, then I have to just make sure that, but I can't just come home and be like, oh, after I clean those houses, come clean mine. That's why I have to have a certain level of like order and maintenance in the house so that it's like a flow. So when I do come in and decide I want to clean and do some stuff, it's already maintained, but it's nothing that's gonna just super overwhelming. But I have to preserve my energy for that. Even when I'm working like my day job and I'm working during the day, during the week, I preserve my energy there. I can't let people stress me out. And that'd be crazy because we'll step out of our home and we let people take us out of our energy and out of our space and out of our element. And then we don't have anything left for the things that are important, like our home and the people that are in it when we get back to the house. So when I'm functioning during the day and with Annie, I don't let people, when I tell you I don't let people bother me like that, like you got to have your boundaries and your intentions have to be set up a certain way. Like things just have to be a certain way so that you can keep like a constant level of energy and protection around yourself so that you can do the things that you need to do. Like there are just some things in life that are just priority and you aren't going to get away from it. You are going to have to stay in it and maintain it. And you're going to have the energy to do that. So protect yourself. Um, and also, um, just on a cellular level, like you have to take care of yourself in order to clean. People be talking about, oh, I'm so tired. I don't feel like cleaning. Well, yeah, because you've been drinking sodas all day and you've been eating foods that are salty and sweet and fried and all the things that you don't need, everything that's dead. You're putting dead food in your body. So you're going to get bad results. So, no. So you're going out. So let's just add it up. You're going out in the world. They're sucking all your energy out in the world. Then while you're out, and they're sucking the energy. You're feeding yourself things that are unhealthy, and that's not like fueling you. So that's even more damage. So yeah, you real tired. You super tired. So no, you don't have energy. You don't have the energy to take care of your home, or have the energy to deal with your kids and hang out with them and actively listen and be attentive, because you're not taking care of your temple. You're not taking care of your temple, and then you can't take care of your temple, yourself and your house. So it's just like, what are you doing? What is it that you're doing? Another thing that I've witnessed with people also, what people got to stop doing is stop being a busybody. There are people that are like everywhere all the time. You got a house, children, all kind of responsibilities, but you can't sit still long enough to handle your business, and that's why your house looking crazy. You know what I'm saying? Like, on this podcast, I just keep it real, because this is real shit, and this is real stuff that be going on. People can't sit still with you. You expect a miracle, or you getting frustrated at the kids because you just expect them to just clean up some stuff and do some stuff, and they have no clue what to do, and they're on their phones and they distracted, and they doing what they're doing, and you out and you doing what you're doing. So you know who handling the business at the house? Who has control over it? Or who what's going on? But it be people, they be everywhere. There are some people everywhere, everywhere. Like, I'm not saying don't go out and enjoy yourself. Now, when I do go out, I'm gonna have a time. Ooh wee. But after I get through having my time, I'm gonna be in the house for a hot minute, because again, I got a lot of things going on. Working, I did, got kids, all of that. We all have things going on. So I go have my fun and I get my ass back in the house. And that's where I am, handling my business. But some people, they can't sit still. And so all this stuff is accumulating, the laundry accumulating, the dust accumulating, like you're not taking the time to like handle your business. So you shouldn't be shocked at what the results are gonna be in the end. And I'm not talking about busybody like you out here making it happen, being productive. I mean, you just out because you want to be seen. People just always want to be seen. Well, be seen. Let them see your house. Open up the door and let them see your house. I bet you won't want to be seen then. Handle your business. Stop being a busybody. And then for those that have children, I know it's frustrating. I be wanting to strangle my kids on a daily basis. Like, I just be looking at them like, oh my God. And I think it's even more frustrating with mine, because they know how to do like most of the things, and they know how to do a good job. But again, like I said earlier, do they do it? I mean, they will do it, but it's not like they want to do it, or they're just volunteering, or they're racing to do it. They gonna play with me too. Like, let me see how long I can go before she say something. And then some of them might be smart, be like, let me go ahead and handle this so she don't have to say nothing at all. It just depends on the kid. But if they know that you're not gonna set any boundaries, or you're not gonna say anything, or they can kind of push you over, they're gonna take their chance every single time. Because again, just like you don't want to clean, they sure don't want to clean, and help out. But don't feel any type of way. If your children, don't quite understand or appreciate, your desire and your efforts, that you put into keeping your home clean and keeping in order. Don't give up and feel bad. They will get it one day, and it won't be in vain. None of this is in vain. If you're on your kids and you're being consistent. You're being consistent with them, and you're showing them, just don't be like, go in there and clean up. If you haven't taught them how to do certain things, they may honestly not know how to do it properly. So show them, or find someone who can show them, or YouTube. Everybody on the phone all the time. Like, you can find anything on there. But just stay on them, because it will pay off. This is a journey, and it has those everlasting effects. Like, when they get older and they have their own space and they have their own responsibilities, they need to know how to manage that. They need to know how to take care of that and handle it. you know. But everything that you're telling them, even with me, I get so tired of talking to these kids, I just be wanting to pass out. But I know it's not in vain, even though I be feeling like, oh my God, I know it's not in vain because I know it's sticking, but they're just kids. So you have to give them grace simply because they're just kids. Now, it's something completely different if they're being like defiant and hard-headed and disrespectful and not just doing it because, hey, then that's another set of, something that has to be, you have to straighten out and figure out. But I'm just saying, you have kids and they're good and they listen. They're not gonna do everything you want them to do. They're not gonna do it how you want them to do it all the time because they're kids. And I'm not saying that, like give them a pass or anything. They're just kids. So you're gonna get frustrated a lot. A whole lot is what you're gonna do all the time because that's just what they do. It's just what they do. But when they get older, it's all gonna be like it's just gonna come together. Like at some point, it's all going to sync up, and you'll be proud that you stayed on them and that you kept, um, giving them those gentle reminders, and you stayed on their ass pretty much. You'll be happy. I've seen it even with my own kids. Like there isn't anywhere that they can't go. People welcome them if they're somewhere and there's anything going on where they can help. They offer to wash the dishes or take out the trash or do something. They know the right thing to do, and they actually do it. And I mean, they'll do it here, but they know that when they are in other spaces to be helpful, and they take all the stuff that I said and taught them and all of that, and then they take it out there, and then people be so impressed with them, and then they smiling like they did it, but it was because your mama didn't give up. It was because your mama was telling you, hey, don't be a slob out here in these streets. And they listen. So it's slow and steady, but we got these. We got these kids, y'all. They're gonna be all right. Just stay on them. It won't be in vain. It's not in vain. Nothing you do when you have good intentions and you have a good heart about it and you're putting in the work, it's never in vain. Even if it's not unfolding and presenting itself the way that you see fit at the moment, it's always a reason why things happen the way that they happen. And it's all about that divine timing. So whenever, the light bulbs come, it's gonna happen, it's gonna be perfect. And you'll be like, oh, and you're gonna have all the feels and you're gonna feel like such a good parent. So just don't give up on them because there's some lazy ass kids out here for sure. And don't let them be yours. Get a hold on that 'cause it's going to haunt you later and somebody else's daughter or son. So do right. Do right. And so, that's pretty much um all I got. I'm going to do one thing at the end. I thought it'd be kind of cute. So I have been doing my thing with the business for a little while now, some years now, and you can only imagine all the people that I've met and the situations and circumstances and things I've seen and things I've heard and experienced out here in these cleaning and household management streets. It has been a lot. And there's some things that it just be blowing my mind. So I told myself maybe if I have time, like after I'm done with my content on every show, maybe I'll just share a funny story of something that I've experienced over the years. So one of my funny stories, I have clients and they're married, husband and wife. It's the wife that hired me or whatever, and they are older. They're older couple, and I say older, maybe mid to late 60s, mid to late 60s maybe. And I typically go there normally like on Sundays. So we go and it's just like sometimes she'll have us doing like little odd stuff she need done. And then most of the time it's just, cleaning. So this one particular day, Kaba and I were there. Um, every time we come, her husband leaves because her husband is like, he cleans too at his job. And he was just like, I know how it is. I don't like nobody in my way when I'm doing my thing. So I'm gonna move out the way so y'all can do y'all thing. And plus they give me a chance to get out. And I think, he down here ain't trying to be sitting around with people cleaning, vacuum going. And if any kind of sports are going on, he's definitely not trying to be around. So this particular day, he's getting ready to leave, and they have like a closed in front porch, and it's a smaller house, so you see and hear everything. You hear everything. And he was on the porch, and she was on the porch with him, telling them goodbye, whatever. Like, all right, I'll see you later. Make sure you go to the store, and I need you to pick me up. Just regular chat. Like, I'm not listening, but you hear them because, like, you can hear. And oh my God, all I heard him say was like, remember to have Kia to change the sheets on the bed, because it's our, this today is our day that, this is our day that we do what we do on Sundays. And I was just like, oh my God. And so now, like, every time I go to her house and I have to like change the sheets, and I just have the EBGBs, because it's like he was on the porch, and I mean, and he meant it. Like, make sure you tell her to get all that stuff off the bed. And I think had to like turn the mattress around the whole time. I'm like, listen, let me go grab my glove. Like, I ain't gonna tell him that I heard him. And I don't understand. I don't understand how they couldn't, figure out that y'all are so close that I can hear you. But like, I get traumatized every time because apparently, like, Sundays are they doing it day, and I got to make sure to change and put some fresh sheets on the bed before I leave so they can have their fun. But I'm just like, in my mind, I'm like, I am mature, I am an adult, I have 4 children, so I get it. But it's just like when people they put me in that space, I have an imagination. So I'm just like, oh my gosh, I don't even want to think about, it's like thinking about your parents. Like, ugh, ugh. Doing that. So it's stuff like that, but that's reality. I clean people's houses, and I make beds, and I strip the beds, and people do what they do. Um, you know, in their beds. And I love my clients. And I have so many like just weird things, but that is something that it's like I know what happened. I'm grown, but that was just something that, I didn't have to hear. And then when you see them, that's all I be thinking about. Like, oh my God. And it's always on a Sunday. And shoot, they always make sure I change those sheets. And she said, it's 2 boxes in the house. She said, I don't really mind. She said, if you happen to pop up and see the 2 boxes in the house, she said, but Kabai, my son, he's 15, he works with me. He was like, but these are 2 boxes that I really don't want him to sneak and come across. He was like, one box might be okay, but the other box might blow his mind. So I'm telling you, you go into people's houses and clean, you see everything because that's their space, that's their center, that's their core. So everything that they have, they keep in the house. So the 2 boxes, she had a weed box that had just edibles and weed. And I mean, you could just smell it just all the way outside of the bedroom door. And then the second box is the sex toy box. So that's what fucked me up even more about making the bed, because like, yeah, you got a whole box full of toys and y'all dang near 70 years old, and you got me in there changing your sheets. So y'all know I got to love what I do, because that is crazy. That is crazy to me. But anyway, like I said, I love my clients, and everybody kind of got a story. Everybody got some. These are like clients that I may or may not still have. I don't know. I'll never disclose. Even when I do pictures before and after, I never put names. I never put um, pictures of the address on the house, or I don't take pictures without their permission, of course. But of course, if they have pictures of them somewhere on the wall or on the table, like you would never know who house it is unless you were like friends with them, or lived in the house with them. But I always get their permission before. I do like before and after pictures, and I do it simply just to show people my work and how good of a job that we do. I love all my clients. Everyone has like their own little quirks and personalities and things that they have going on. But that particular client, they fun as hell. They older couple, and like I said, she's older. She got the weed box, she got the sex toy box, and look, she just in there living her life. Look, having the time of her life, her and her husband. So um she's not able to do a lot of those things. And her husband, like, even though he clean, I think he's like at a school or something like that. So all that detail cleaning, and decluttering for sure. He could probably handle the cleaning, but he's been cleaning all day, so he don't want to clean once he get home or whatever. But all that decluttering, all the extra stuff that she would like done, that's like my specialty. And he don't want no part of that. And they just really appreciate someone coming in and doing a great job. And I'm talking about like all my clients, because I clean their home like I would my own. I'm very intentional, and I care about how they feel before and after we're done. I don't want anybody wasting their money. I don't like wasting my money. So I definitely, that's like, that would be the worst thing. Like, you go and clean, and you think you're doing a good job, and people are disappointed. So I always try to ensure that they are smiling. And as of yet, like, I haven't had any complaints, knock on wood. But I love what I do. I love my clients. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much for just hanging in here with me. Like I said, today was just kind of like a ramble session, just kind of a refresh. I've been here for a little while now, and I don't know, something just came over me and was like, you know what, you just need to go in there and just kind of ramble and just talk about, what you got going on and why you're here, what you're doing, for those that have come in kind of in the mid or the back end of all this podcast business. So that's all I got. It's been fun. Like I said, I haven't had just anything particular to talk about. I wanted to get this out of the way also because of the new year. The new year is coming up. So, I'll be starting in, full force with that, for 2025. It's almost here. It's almost here. And I just wanted to catch up and just hang out and just kind of like have a little chill session. And like I said, reintroduce. And I will see you guys on the third Tuesday in the month. I need to do better at looking at my dates too, so I can tell you an exact time. But y'all will be here. Y'all know it's the first and third Tuesday. Thank y'all so much. I appreciate y'all, and I will see you next time. Have a good night.
Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway. Why do I need to be good all the time? Nah, nah, nah. No drama here. Nah, nah, nah. No drama here. Nah, nah, nah. No drama.